Now let's get into our fast start training and talk about how you can make things happen quickly right out of the gate. And it's all about mindset. I'm starting with mindset this time because it's so important and I've just seen it over and over again. You need to develop the right mindset if you don't already have it. Some people come into this business and they're already X Games qualified. They understand about being in business for themselves. And maybe they've been self-employed or they've grown up in an environment where they've been around family businesses or something like that. Maybe they've run a business. But most people, I would say like 90% or more, probably 95% of the people who join our team here, they've never been in business for themselves. They've always worked for someone else and traded time for money. So what we're going to teach you is what Robert Kiyosaki teaches in the cash flow quadrant, which is a great book to read about mindset. He also has a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. But in the cash flow quadrant, he talks about there are four quadrants, and one of them is being an employee where you have a job, a job. That's great. No problem. You're leveraging, you're not leveraging your wealth, you're leveraging your own hours. And that's it. And that's only a limited amount of hours. So you're trading time for dollars. And usually what you're doing is your company, honestly, they just because they need to make profit, right? That's why they're in business. They're paying you wholesale dollars on your time and they're earning retail dollars on your time. And that's pretty much a fact in an employment situation. Well, then there's the self-employed quadrant on the left side of the four quadrants. S, self-employed. This is where you own a job. I've experienced that myself. I've been an employee and I've been a self-employed person. I thought, well, I have my own business now, but really what I had is I owned my own job when I was working as a self-employed professional. Okay, I was still trading time for dollars, but it was just I got to keep all the dollars because I didn't have an employer. All right, so there's no leverage here either. In both of these situations, as an employee or a self-employed person, when you stop working, generally, like most of the time, you don't make any money. Like if you're not there working, you don't make any money. And so let's look at the next quadrants. On the right side of the quadrant, we have the business owner, where you own a system. That's what we have here. When you joined as an energy advisor, you signed your personal declaration of independence. You have your own business, and you now have something that can create wealth for you through leverage. Now you're leveraging the efforts of other people to make money on top of your own efforts. That's what all companies do. That's what all businesses do. That's what hospitals do. Nonprofits, churches, schools, the military, every single organization that exists, they all leverage the efforts of other people, sports teams, you name it. Now you're in business for yourself, and we're going to teach you that mindset so that you can then become, as you start making more and more money, and eventually, as you build this business, and some people on this call can attest to this, you'll start making money like you can't spend it as fast as you make it. So now what do you do with it? You put it into investments and you let your money make money for you. This is the mindset that you have to acquire and adopt to become successful in this industry. It's not about linear income, trading time for money. It's about leveraging your time through other people as well and creating that permanent residual income that sets you free, where you wake up every day wealthier than when you went to bed. That's what we're talking about. What keeps you in that mindset are the books that you read, what you listen to and watch, who you're talking to, who you're associating with, who you're learning from, who's your mentor, and then the events that you attend. These are the things that keep you up to speed. All four of them are equally important. And if you have a flat tire in any one of those four, you have a flat tire in your business, in your mindset. So now let's talk about the mindset and give you some things that you can listen to so that you can retrain your mind right out of the gate. And look, if you talk to any leaders who've listened to this, anybody who's listened to these audios, Building Your Network Marketing Business by Jim Rohn, you want to talk about setting yourself up for success? Go learn the story of the sower in this audio. It's free. You can just Vimeo it or YouTube it. It doesn't cost anything. Making the Shift by Darren Hardy. Who's Darren Hardy? Well, he's none other than the publisher of Success Magazine. probably has met more successful people and interfaced with more successful top people in the world than just about anybody. Okay. And in this making the shift is talks about your first 7 days. It talks about developing the entrepreneur mindset. These two audios have revolutionized people's businesses. So retrain your mind with these audios. Do these regularly. Now, there's other audios that you'll listen to as well, but these are the ones right out of the gate that I recommend listening to these at least every quarter. Like 4 times a year, you should listen to these things. I remember listening to that Building Your Network Marketing Business by Jim Rohn. Man, at one point, I just kept listening to it over and over and over again to pick up all the little seeds, the nuggets of inspiration that I could then, say to people. And people go, well, how did you learn that? I learned it from someone else. You're spitting out information that you've assimilated through these processes. And then leaders are readers as well. So you should be getting some books. And if you take a screenshot of these, if you haven't read these 4 books, read them. Like get them. Get all of them. Pick any one of them and start with one of those. GoPro is a great manual. Everybody should learn how to have confidence and power in dealing with people. And the magic of thinking big, it's not called the magic of thinking small. Okay, that would sell 0 copies, right? Rhinoceros Success teaches you, instead of being a cow grazing in the field like an employee that's not really going anywhere, fenced in by their own company, now you're a rip-snorting, rootin' tootin' recruiting machine rhinoceros, and you're charging through the open world, free, no natural enemies, charging toward your dreams. See, this is what helps you with your mindset. John Maxwell said, the best leaders are readers of people. Okay, incredible information, you guys. We have a new advisor fast start guide. Go download this at our team documents drive. This is going to reside. They're working on it now. This is going to reside in our BAM app as well. So we won't have to post it anymore, right? Download this document, print it, have it. It's kind of like your step-by-step for getting started the right way. Once you have that, then you need to get certified. As an energy advisor, you need to be certified. How do you do that? You go into your back office, on your phone, on your PC, whatever it is. You look for the energy certifications tab and you click on Go to Training. Listen, you cannot make a single dime in this business, a penny. You can't make anything in this business until you get certified. You can't make any money. The only way we make money is when customers are brought in by advisors. You don't make any money for signing up other advisors. So you have to get certified. Do this right away. It doesn't even take that long. It takes like 20 minutes to get certified. It's no big deal. And there's a quiz at the end. And you know what? If you get it wrong, you get to try again. So nobody fails, right? And then the way you do it is once you click on Go to Training, it's going to welcome you to our Thinkific platform, where you'll use your email that you signed up with Think, your regular email that you signed up with. And you're going to need to create a new password. You click on Forgot Password, great. Now it opens and you set up that new password and you log in. And now it shows you all the different certifications. There are some state-specific certifications that you need to do as well. But the main one is the one that you see the arrow pointing to there, which is the Think Energy Advisor certification. That's the one you really need to look at. To do right away to activate your website. Now, here's another thing. You don't have to be certified to sponsor new energy advisors. You could join right now, sign up as a new advisor in 3 minutes, and boom, you're in. Your website is active for signing up advisors, and you can just sign up another advisor in 3 minutes, and then they can sign up another advisor, and they can sign up another advisor. There's no requirement to be certified to build your team. It's only certification required to build your customer base. All right, so if you're moving quickly, just know that. That will speed up your sponsoring rate. Certification is required to activate your customer enrollment site. Now, here's the other thing. We require a background check in 4 states. If you want to enroll customers in these 4 states personally yourself, Connecticut, Delaware, Illinois, and Maryland, you have to do a background check. Okay. And now, if you want to enroll customers in any other states, personal customers in any other states, you don't have to do a background check. So don't. It costs $25 or whatever, $29, whatever it is. Don't do it if you don't have to. Okay, like if you live in Texas and you're never going and you're only enrolling customers personally yourself in Texas, you don't know anybody outside of Texas, you don't need to do a background check. Don't do it. Why would you spend the money on it right now until you start building your team? And then you may need to do the background check to earn on customers like in the state of Connecticut. In the state of Connecticut, you also have to do a live Zoom Connecticut certification training. No quiz, just attend and then check in at the end. It's 30 minutes. It's on Wednesdays at 7 o'clock. So in order to earn on personal customers in Connecticut and your team customers in Connecticut, you need to do the background check and the live Zoom certification. But in all of the other states, you don't need to get certified unless you're in one of those four states where you're bringing in personal customers. So somebody said, well, Tony, do I have to get certified in order for me to earn money in all of those? I mean, do I need to get a background check done in order for me to earn money in Delaware, Illinois, and Maryland on my team customers? No. Here's the other part. Let's say you have somebody on your team who took the certification training and then they went to go do the background check and they failed the background check. Does that mean you're not allowed to be an advisor? No. It just means that you won't be able to sign up personal customers in those four states because you didn't pass a background check. But you can sponsor people all over the country, including in those four states, as advisors. And you can earn on your team customers in those states, except for Connecticut, where you need to have the background check or the certification. But yeah, you can build. Doesn't matter. We don't care. Some of these states care if you're from Yale or from jail, but we don't care as bringing on advisors and building a team and being able to earn in almost all of our markets. We don't care if you're from Yale or from jail. So I want to spend some time on that because it's important. Now, our 535 building block, this is where you acquire 5 personal customers. This is what we teach, 535. This is the thing you duplicate over and over again. Acquire 5 personal customers, recruit 3 new energy advisors on your team, and help those new energy advisors acquire 5 personal customers. Guess what? You became a regional energy advisor because you have more than 20 team customer points. You have 20 or more. All right. Now that's how the system works. That's our building block. Now, most people have more than 5 customers. Our national average, I think, is like 12 or 13 or whatever it is. But let's talk about the reason we have this 535 building block is we want to teach you how to move through the ranks quickly and get promoted all the way to director. You have 120 days to do it. So let's talk about what if you and your team did this 535 building block each month for 4 months? What does that look like? Well, if in month 1, we just did it. You have 20 total team customers and you just made anywhere from $450 to $825. That's not including promotions. This is just our flatline baseline compensation. We always have promotions going on as well. But let's just talk about that. It's up to $825 for doing that. Plus, you've earned residual income, right? You're earning residual income on your personal customers. And because you were promoted to regional energy advisor, you're earning residual income on your first 3 levels, including level 1. So nice. You're building a nice little residual income. Month 2. You do the same thing. You do the 535 and you teach the people you brought in the last month to do it once. You're going to do it every month. Okay, you're going to be the leader. You're going to be setting the pace. We're going to say everybody else only does it once. All right, so it could be a lot bigger than this as well, and it will be. But in that next month, you do the 535, help your team do the same thing. Guess what? You're building a nice team, right? You now have some 85 total team customers. You have some level 1 and level 2 customers. And guess what? You're halfway to as a senior energy advisor. You're going to earn on your personal customers, your level 1 customers. You're going to earn on those, right? Because that's part of our standard compensation plan. Residuals on all of it. You're not going to earn until you get to senior energy advisor on your level 2 customers. You have to get to senior energy advisor or above to get that bonus. but you are getting residuals on there because you're a regional energy advisor. You're going to get residuals on 3 levels. So now your 2-month income is $700 to $1,450, plus you have a bunch of residual income. That's at the very lowest end. Okay. Now it will most likely be a lot more than that because of promotions that we have in place, and the fact that not everybody's just going to gather 5 customers. Many are going to gather a lot more than that. Director month, driving to director month 3. You do it again. You do the 535 again yourself. And the people who haven't done it yet, they do it once. What does that look like? Again, we're assuming no one on your team does 535 again. They only do it once and then they stop. Okay, that's not going to happen either. So this is extremely conservative. But now you have a team. Your results, you've got nice. You've brought in 15 personal customers. You have 9 EAs that you sponsored, 63 on your team, and some of them have gone regional energy advisor. Guess what? You more than promoted to senior energy advisor. You doubled that. But now you're earning not just on your own customers that you brought in that month and your level 1, but you're now earning senior energy advisor rank bonuses on all of these customers, all of them, including this one, all those levels. You've made thousands of dollars just this month alone, and you've made multiple thousands of dollars in 3 months. Well, what does month 4 look like? Just keep doing the same thing. You do the 535, everybody else only does it once. I would say you probably have that would be the worst team ever in the history of our company if nobody on your team ever did the 535. Okay. It just doesn't happen that way. If they stopped at 535 and they didn't do it again, because they're going to keep doing it. Once they do something once and they get rewarded with it, behavior that is rewarded is repeated. Okay, so people go do it again because they're like, I like this money. I like this residual. I want to add to it. Look what happens after 4 months of doing this, just teaching a simple duplicatable system. You now have 1,500 plus customers. You've only brought in 20 personal customers yourself, but you have the ability to now get paid on 1,500 plus. You've brought in 12 personal energy advisors, but there's 255 on your team. This is how you create momentum. And look at your numbers. You're earning now senior energy advisor, director, and regional director. You promoted to regional director even though you were shooting for director. You're getting all of these rank and coded bonuses on all of these customers. Amazing what we have. You've made many thousands of dollars in this month alone. And you've made anywhere from 8,000 at the very minimum to 30,000 at the baseline numbers that we have. Made $8,000 to $30,000 in 4 months. Part-time, side by side with your regular profession. Plus, you've kicked off a residual income that can set you free over time. That's why we do the 535 building block and why we want to put that into numbers for you so you understand what you have your hands on. Now, when it comes to customer gathering, this is how you make the money, right? Bring the advisors in. Nobody makes money unless somebody gathers a customer. So very important that you and your team watch the customer acquisition training that we have on YouTube by my fellow co-founder, Ed Kenny. Does an incredible job. No stones left unturned. You'll get all the mentality that you need to bring customers aboard. Gather those customers in your first 24 to 48 hours. Make a short list of the people that you know, love, and trust who will support your business. For me, it was my great Aunt Dorothy, my grand Aunt Dorothy. Aunt Dorothy, I just asked her, hey, I did exactly this. I need a favor. She's like, oh, what is it? If I can save you a little bit of money and it's not going to cost you anything, but it would be really important to me, because I'm looking to put some money away for our kids' college fund, our granddaughter's college fund, would you try out my service? And it's amazing when you talk to people love, and trust, they say things like my Aunt Dorothy did. She said, even if it was a little bit more, I would do it because it would help you. I was like, well, I think I'm onto something here. I've never had anybody say I'd be willing to pay a little bit more. I mean, we're not asking anybody to pay more. We're only going to sign up people when we can actually save them money. So go grab a copy of your bill. In Texas, we have incredible different options for rate plans, and Think Smart with the $10 a month guaranteed savings. Let me do a savings analysis for you. That's the key. That's the key operative term, like the statement. Let me do a savings analysis for you. Right? Here's a great one. If you're brand new and you want to give yourself a little bit of oomph, like you have some skin in the game, you want to let people know that you've done something and accomplished something. You're not just coming to them with no knowledge. You say to them, hi, dad. Hi, friend, neighbor, relative, coworker, sister, aunt, uncle, cousin. Not sure if you heard, but I just finished my training course and I'm now a certified energy advisor. I'm now authorized in the state of Texas, Illinois, to save people money on their electric bill, including you. Would you let me do a free analysis for you to see if I can save you some money? It would mean a lot to me with my new position. I like to say that, new position, because most people are employee mentality people. So if you say it'll help me with my new business, they go, oh, well, you're in your own business. I'm not in a business. But if you say it'll help me with my new position at my company, everybody can relate to that. Little terminology, right? Of course, I wouldn't ever ask you to sign up unless I could actually save you some money. So go grab a copy of your bill. Let's see what we can do for you. Like, that's all this is. We're not asking anybody for money. Think about that. Oh boy, it's amazing. Imagine if everything in the world you could make money without asking people for money. Wouldn't that be great? Imagine if every salesperson in the world didn't have to ask for money and they could make money. That's what we have. Gathering autosave customers in these states, Illinois, Ohio, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, DC. You can just tell them electricity rates are skyrocketing. It's like the second slide or third slide in our presentation. The rates are on the rise across the entire country and over the past 20 years. It's not going to stop. But I have a brand new way to save you money, not the old way where people used to sign you up. And then when you forget to renew, they jack the rate up on you. It's like bait and switch. Not that. We've fixed all of that. It does not happen. It cannot happen. You're going to love this. No one else in America has this program. Show them the autosave 1-minute video to back yourself up. Use the autosave 4 bullet points. And if you don't get the desired result, no matter what state you're in, if you talk to somebody and you don't get the desired result, stop. Okay, get back in touch with your sponsor, sponsor your team, and get help. We can fix anything that you're doing so that you will be effective. If you keep doing the same thing and you expect a different result, that is the height of insanity. Okay, so we're here to help you. Get the customer on a 3-way call if you need to get the questions answered. Don't blow it. You've got a team, you've got knowledge, you've got backing. There's no reason you shouldn't be successful. I like to say the only reason people aren't successful is because they're doing something that they made up on their own. They're not following our proven system. Guaranteed savings when your supply is with Think. Guaranteed never to pay more than the utility. This is no renewals. That's guaranteed as well. And you can cancel anytime. That's also guaranteed. There's no fees. It's like this multiple guaranteed savings platform that we have. And nothing changes for the customer, right? Except for the price that they pay on their electric bill. You still pay the same bill the way you always did outside of the state of Texas. Texas is different. And when Think is your supplier, guess what? Your rate is lower. With autosave, that's how it works. In the state of Texas, I know we have a lot of people in Texas on this call. Here's how to do a savings analysis on a Texas electric bill. A lot of people think I have to do calculations. You don't. I'm going to include the calculations so you can see, but it starts with this statement. Hey, send me a copy of your bill so I can do a savings analysis for you for free. I'm not going to sign you up. I just want to do a savings analysis. I'll let you know what we can do for you, and then you decide if you want to sign up or not. See, it's not like send me a copy of your bill so I can sign you up. No, that's not what you're saying. Provide a service, provide something of value to them, and then let them decide if they want to take you up on it. Okay, that's what we're doing. All you have to do in the state of Texas It says the average price paid for electricity right on the bill. That average price is on the bill. It's the base charge, the energy charge, the TDU delivery charge divided by the kilowatt hours. It does not include the taxes. And so if you're comparing just this energy charge per kilowatt hour, that's not what we're comparing to. Our rate is the all-in rate, including everything. So don't let people fool you. If comparing to just the energy charge is not accurate. So, and there's a formula for it. But again, you don't need to utilize the formula if you get a copy of the person's electric bill. Now, here's the other thing. Sometimes you'll ask people to send you their electric bill. And if it was me and you asked me several years ago, send me a copy of your electric bill, I wouldn't have sent it to you. And I would have given you an excuse that wasn't accurate as to why, because I had a shutoff notice on my electric bill. And I wouldn't want you to know that. I was embarrassed. So I wouldn't have sent it to you. So ask people, listen, I don't need to see if you're behind or ahead on your payments or whatever. Just send me the part of your bill that shows what you're paying this month. That's what it is, right? And so there's a copy of an electric bill. It kind of looks like this. Who can figure these things out? There's so many charges. Who knows what TDSP is or PUC or DNP? I mean, are you kidding me? Who knows what that is? I don't even know what that is. All right. But what I do know is that by state law in Texas, it's going to say right on the bill, 19.64 cents per kilowatt hour is the average price you paid. Some companies put that so small because they're embarrassed. The customer thinks they're paying 14 cents a kilowatt hour because it says it in big print there. But when you add up all the things that they're paying, the company's hiding by saying, oh, we're 19.64 is your actual rate. In this case, when we put the zip code in on the customer website address our customer enrollment site, we put their zip code in, we found out that our rate was actually 11.5 cents and they were paying 19.64. So think about how powerful that is. You know, if you want to do the math on it, there's how it works, but you don't need to. It's right on the bill already. Somewhere on their bill, it says it. They just have to find it. So it's an eye opener. You're already giving them advice that they don't even know exists. Like literally, they don't even know. Most people don't even know that. So put the zip code in. Type it in on your customer enrollment site. You can sign up customers in most states up to 500,000 kilowatt hours per year. For residential and small commercial customers, it's the same rate for both types of customers. So very simple. And then if you have a customer that's larger than 500,000 kilowatt hours, great. Per year, use your commercial lead form in the back office. It's on your dashboard and you can submit it. You put in some information and our inside sales team, our inside commercial team will contact the customer. You can even use this if you have like small commercial customers that aren't over 500,000 kilowatt hours, but they have like multiple locations, like a convenience store, a franchise, and they're in multiple states and multiple utilities. That's where our bread and butter is. And then with community solar, this is even easier because this is just guaranteed. Hey, hey, Dad, are you getting your state-sponsored benefit that lowers your electric bill by up to 25% every month for 20 years? It's a state-sponsored benefit. It's not a state-funded benefit. It's not a state program. It's a state law that entitles people to get this benefit if they raise their hand and sign up for it. Go grab a copy of your bill. Let's see what you qualify for. And then with people you do business with, you have to ask them. If you have a barber, you have to ask your barber, do you do business with people who do business with you? Or a car mechanic or an insurance agent or a restaurant owner that you'd frequent, wherever you're spending money, somebody who cuts your lawn, does your landscaping, who does your windows or siding, or your electrician, your plumber. All the people you spend money with, who sold you your car, they should become your customer. And if they won't be your customer, sometimes you need to get a new hairstylist if your existing one won't at least try out your service. I mean, unless they own the electric company, And then if they say, yeah, I'll be your customer, then great. Hey, can you do what I just did? Ask everybody that becomes your customer, because if they say, yeah, I could do that, it was pretty easy, you're now talking to someone who's a potential advisor. And look, when do we get paid? We get paid weekly. Our customer acquisition bonuses, CABs, and our promotional bonuses are paid out on Fridays, the week after the customer reaches the pending status. So anybody who you work with this week reaches pending status, a customer, by Friday, you get paid the following Friday. And then monthly, we get residuals. Residuals and rank advancement bonuses, those are paid on the third Friday of each month of the following month. So you'll notice that it's now September 13th. The third Friday of the month is the 19th. Okay, that's 6 days from now. You'll start to notice that energy advisors in Think Energy, they start to get a little bit more excited every day that goes by as we approach the third Friday of the month because it's big payday, big residual day.